So I don't have a witty remark or a wisecrack or something to start today's video off with. But I will tell you it's going to be about my recently acquired cache of Corvair parts, some of which I'll be keeping, and some of which I will be putting up for sale. So if you're interested in buying some of my parts, please make sure you join the official Big Al's Garage Facebook page. I will throw a link in the description. That's where I will be listing various items up for sale from time to time. I may even autograph them for you. On with the video. How y'all doing? I'm Big Al and welcome back to the garage. Tonight, as you saw in probably one of my previous shorts, I've acquired a treasure trove of used parts. And tonight we are going to do something with them. Starting with these cylinders, or jugs as they're often referred to. I've got 3 of them and we're going to prepare them for storage. See, this one and this one are decent on the inside. Unfortunately, that one's got some surface rust. It'll have to be honed. These 2, on the other hand, I'm just coat these with some oil, put them in Ziploc bags, put them away, and we'll move on to some of the other goodies. This is not anything special, it's just cheap Walmart oil. The idea here is just keep them from rusting. Just gotta make sure we get it good, evenly coated in there, because we don't want that to rust. Yeah, it might have already started to rust. Alright. Got it pretty well coated. That's one. I've got a ton of this stuff I've got to use up. Most of that I got when I was doing the valve job, and I know it doesn't have the right amount of ZDDP in it, but it's just going to get splooched out onto the driveway, so who cares? Then we put the correct stuff in. Yeah, wow. Alright. Well, that's supposed. Oh, they're all like that. That's supposed to be that way. Alright. That's 3, and then these can go into my massive pile of parts. These are good to have, just, in case you throw a rod or something. Just take the bad cylinder out, put the good one in, and you're off to the races. That is, granted, a lot easier said than done. Okay. So, things are coated. There's some definite scoring on the inside. I don't know if you can see it all that well. Right in here, there's some distinct lines. Now, these all may need to be honed and what have you, and new pistons, new rings. Jack them up. One way and another way, because I was really hoping I would get 2 into these bags, and that's not looking to be the case. Yep, gonna have to get another Ziploc bag. Oh, I've got a whole bunch on the shelf up there. How convenient. This thing, I think we've got a bunch of engine shroud covers. Plan on those is to fix those up and sell them. They're going to need some restoration work. You'll see what I mean when we get to them. Just get into the bag. Now, you watched my short, I got about 4 of these engine shrouds. They are unfortunately for 80 and 110 engines. So they're of no use to me, so I'll be fixing these up and selling them, hopefully. Start with this one, worst for first. Okay, so here we have the worst of them. Lots and lots of surface rust. Underside is pretty gnarly, but nobody sees that, so I think first things first, we're going to sand this thing. See if 320 will do it, but probably not. Probably going to need to go more aggressive. It's cutting through it. We'll hit this with some Rust-Oleum Rust Reformer, and then a nice coat of semi-gloss black. I'll just come back and show you the finished product. Alright, so that 320 I don't think is quite aggressive enough. I'm going to go with a little 180. Let's see what happens. That's just going to obliterate all the paint. Definitely leaving scratches in it, but I can smooth that out with some less aggressive sandpaper. Now we got some grease and crud here. Let's get out the super clean. And pound for pound is the best degreaser you can get your hands on. Much better. Whew, that's a little dirty. Say that whatever engine this thing came off of might have had a little bit of blow-by going on. Just a little. Let's clean this whole thing up. Really don't want to get it too wet because then it's gonna rust again. And this thing is not perfect. I won't be selling it for that much money. So I'm not gonna do a top-notch Concours restoration job on it, but I'll at least make it look, you know, the way I do everything. Presentable, you know, for cruise night or cars and coffee or what have you. Oh yeah, there's some crud here. This is mostly just dirt on this side. The rust was mostly on the other side. It was probably out in the elements for how long. I rescued it off a scrap pile. Really a shame it's not a 140, because I scratched the daylights out of mine when I was impatient and took a wire wheel to it. That was a no-no. I'm already going to have to go over this with a finer sandpaper just to get out some of the scratches that the 180 left in it. Alright, that's dirt. Gotten most of the heavy rust off. The Rust-Oleum Rust Reformer should take care of the rest of it. Some of these gouges are going to need to be sanded smooth to really do this properly. Or as close to properly as I'm going to go. Definitely better. Okay, got some crud in here still. We'll go over this whole darn thing with the super clean. Get all this off. Hope my wife does not notice all the rust stains on the floor. Probably should have done this outside. Alright. Okay, yeah, we still got some surface rust on there. That really is going to need a lot more attention. This is looking better, though. Alright, so this little ridge of just built-on grease was stubborn. I'd just go in there with a screwdriver and scrape it off. Doing a little final pass with the super clean. And once this dries, we'll just spray on a coat of rust reformer. That should take care of whatever remaining surface rust there is. Hit it with some primer. And shoot it with some semi-gloss black. Call it done. Good for a quick flip anyway. Here's the inside. It's not horrible. Probably go over that with some super clean also. Let's do that. Okay, I thought I was recording and I wasn't. This has been allowed to dry. I'm in the midst of just hitting it with some of this Rust-Oleum rust reformer. Basically, it gets running out of juice on me. This is basically poor man's POR-15. Got to get every little nook and cranny. This thing's worn in an odd shape. It would be so much easier. There's some more. Like there's plenty in the can, but there's not enough propellant. Now I gotta run. Now I gotta sand it, which I don't like. All right. Not half bad. I mean, told you from the jump this was not going to be Concours restoration. You're expecting that. This is the wrong channel. All right. Once that dries, I'll prime and paint it. Okay. Now that rust reformer is nice and dry. Primer. Okay. I see. Very nice, buddy. Sun is messing around. Outside, I don't have to worry about fumes. Enzo. All right. There we are. All primed. Ready to go. Laying down trying to lay down a light tack coat basically on this thing right now. We'll come back and do a heavier coat when this tacks up a little bit. All right, so here we are. Painted up semi-gloss black. Not bad, not great, not Concord Elegance quality, but certainly good enough for cars and coffee or cruise night. Anyway, that's it for this video. Hope you'll please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you on the next installment.